Hello YouTube, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to Celebrity Spotlight. Today we're going to shine the spotlight on AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I'd like to take a look at her and see what is going on with her. Obviously she's got some scandal kind of brewing around her right now, so we'll take a look at that as well. But we're going to take a look at what motivates her, what's at her core, just everything about her that we can kind of glean from what the cards have to say. So I'm going to shuffle up and we'll be right back and get started. All right, so I'm using the Herbal Tarot deck today. And the first question I have is, who is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC? Who is she at her core? And we have the Two of Cups and it's reversed. Now, Two of Cups is a card about friendship, partnership. When it's reversed, it can add an element of being distant or having issues with, it takes like the warm, fuzzy, friendly feel out of friendships, and that it puts a little, like, kind of like a damper. It can mean a divorce. It can mean a separation. It can mean just a challenge in relationships. Now, when you ask who is she at her core, I get the feeling that she likes to go it alone with things. She likes to do things, doesn't need other people's approval so much. She operates from a sense of, I can do this on my own and I don't need other people. The truth of that underneath could be that she very much needs relationship and people, but she may perceive herself as this strong feminist type woman that doesn't need anybody, that is strong enough and intelligent enough, whatever, that she feels about herself that she doesn't need. But I think that belies a greater need underneath, that she actually probably does need approval from others. She probably does have some insecurities that maybe she tries to bury or hide. That's what I see with that. Okay, so what motivates her? She's got the Temperance card on that. Temperance is about balance and maintaining balance. So somehow, with relation to what motivates her, is a need to find balance or bring balance into her life or into her world, so to speak. She is motivated to put things in place. I get the image with her of being maybe a little bit of almost to the point, perhaps, of wanting to control her environment so much that she can maintain a sense of balance. If everything around her is stable and she's got what she wants, then she feels some more secure. So I think, again, there may be some underlying issues with security and insecurity that she might be dealing with that maybe causes this desire or this motivation to put things in balance around her. All right, next card, the obstacle that she faces. Now we have the Six of Pentacles. This is the give and take card. Now I'm sure some of you may have heard, maybe not, but she's been brought up on possible ethics violation charges with regard to the Elections Commission and possibly misappropriation of funds related to her campaign. And this card, I'll show it to you. I call this card the give and take card. This is a picture of a beggar on a street and somebody's handing them money or cash. And depending on how this card shows up and whether it's reversed or upright, it tells me which way the money is going. If someone owes money to someone else or if someone's going to be receiving money. This to me feels like, with the way it's facing, that she's going to have to be giving back, possibly. This is the obstacle she faces. So I think regarding her campaign thing, it's a big obstacle right now for her. There's probably going to be some looking into it by governmental agencies, oversight agencies and such. So that's going to probably be a big issue for her at this time. And she may end up having to maybe pay back some money, or, you know, maybe something will come of that. But that's going to be taking up a lot of her time and probably stress, I would think. Next card, the hidden. What is behind the scenes that we don't know? What don't we see? What don't we know? Now, interesting about that is we have the Queen of Cups and it's reversed. Now, whenever you see a queen reversed, it to me, it indicates either a person or a situation that is not acting in their authentic power. In other words, they're having either control issues, or somebody is being divisive or subversive, or there's something inauthentic about the queen, any kind of queen, I think, reversed. And this is on that question of what's hidden, what's behind the scenes. So this feels to me like there may be either a subversive element that is either undermining AOC or working with her, but somehow she's got either people around her or something, something about some subversive or divisive element around her. So whether it's in her campaign, in her, like her people around her, but there's something that's not quite honest, authentic and honest. So, and maybe that will come up too with regard to any investigations that might be happening with her. Next card we have for her is the Justice card. This is on what's coming into view, what's on the horizon. And she literally has the Justice card on the horizon. This is what's going to be coming up for her. So I think these ethics violations are pretty substantial. It's probably not something that's just going to be swept under the rug or go away. She'll probably have to face it in some way or fashion. Now, whether she is cleared of it or gets exonerated, I don't know at this point, but this is telling me that this is definitely on the horizon. It's looming ahead, and she's going to have to take a look at that at some point more in depth. So it's going to happen whether she wants to or not. It's kind of right in front of her. Okay. Now, the next question I asked is, will she be elected again to Congress? And I get the High Priestess card, but I get it reversed. And this particular card with the High Priestess, this is about your intuition, your inner knowing, your kind of your soul's desire and your inward passions. And this picture of, I don't know if you can see this very well, but the figure in the picture has like kind of this little bit of a blinder over her eyes. And I was drawn to that. I don't sense that she'll be back to Congress. She may be a one-term Congresswoman at this point. So that's just my thoughts on it. You know, that may change, you know, down the road, but at this point, I don't think she'll make a career of this. And that kind of seems that way with the next card. The next card is the outcome for AOC, and she's got the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of getting back to work, getting back to working. I call it the Builder's card. I call it it's getting back to planning and working. And to me, this feels like she's okay. Sorry about that. I got interrupted mid-sentence by a phone call. So. As I was saying, this Three of Pentacles is a card of getting back to the basics, getting back to work. And to me, it feels like she may be entering a new phase when the dust settles from this with being in Congress. I think she'll go back to perhaps her roots or what she was doing before. She may find a different outlet of work, a new avenue of work, but this is like getting back to work. So maybe she'll be focusing more on what she wants to work on. If she, you know, if she does stay in Congress, she'll be focusing more on kind of getting back to work. It's going to be a real focus for her, and it may be a possible distraction even to want to get back to doing something that kind of takes your mind off of the chaoticness. Because I think in her mind, I do sense that she likes to have things really kind of structured, and to have anything that's out of balance is unsettling for her. That's my take on it. Okay. So, bottom line, she's got some issues coming up with those ethics charges, and I think she's gonna have to face the music on that one. Possibly won't be back to Congress for another term, but we'll see. So that's what I get for AOC. I thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for joining me on Celebrity Spotlight, where we spotlight people in the news. So I will catch you next time. This is Intuitive Edge. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.